Hello, my name is Manna and welcome to Mythbusters, where we put your myths to the test to find out as much as we can about games. Today we'll be looking at Fortnite Battle Royale, and if you have any myths, please feel free to leave them in the comments and I'll try to feature as many myths in my next Mythbusters videos. Plus, if your myth is featured in one of my videos, you'll get a shout out in the video it's featured in. But anyway, let's get into the myths. The first myth was suggested by This Lol Games Van de Van, and the myth was, you can fall down on a jump pad and take no fall damage, but can you place it while falling down so you don't take any fall damage? So when recording this myth, I found out that finding a jump pad isn't as easy as I thought it would have been. It took me ages to find one, but eventually I found one, and when I tried to use it, I died. I didn't realise that the jump pad has to be placed in the centre of a floor panel. So I went and found another one, which again took me ages. I made sure that when I landed on the floor panel, I landed in the centre of it. So I managed to place it, managed to land in the centre, and I managed to land on the jump pad, which made me jump back up and I didn't take any fall damage. It was the same effect as just walking onto the jump pad. So this myth is a success. You can place a jump pad on the ground while you're falling, and when you land on it, you won't take any fall damage. So the next myth is, do you survive falling in water from a height? So this myth was easy to do. All I did was got some wood by chopping down some trees and built some stairs quite high above a lake. When I was building it, I accidentally fell, but that doesn't matter because I was still quite high and above the water. But when I landed in the water, I died, and this could be because the water is actually shallow and you can't swim in it. It goes up to about your waist. And for those wondering what happens when you land in the water outside of the map, I've covered this in my previous Mythbusters videos, and we found out that even touching the water outside of the map makes you die, so we can't really test it on deep water either. So that myth is busted. You can't survive landing from a height in any water on Fortnite Battle Royale. The third myth is, can your own traps kill you? So I found a trap and placed it down and walked on it. Nothing happened, so I decided to try everything I could to try and set it off. So I tried shooting it, I tried hitting it, I tried everything. It didn't go off. I couldn't find anyone to test this out on. I wanted to see if someone else setting it off would also kill me, but I couldn't find anyone to do this with. However, I have seen other people cover this, and their videos show that even if you're standing on a spike trap, while it goes off because someone else has stepped on it, you won't take any damage at all. So this myth is busted. Your own trap cannot kill you and won't even damage you. The next myth is, do you parachute down quicker by moving forward? So I wanted to see if there's a way to parachute down quicker after you've already skydived. So I parachuted 2 different times. The first time I didn't press a single button, the second time I moved forward as soon as I deployed my parachute. And I also made sure that when I deployed my parachute, I was at the same height on each time, and that I landed in a place that was the same height at each time. Both these videos are aligned so that the parachutes are deployed at the same time. And I expected that I'd land down quicker by moving forward. However, I found out that I was actually half a second quicker at landing by not pressing a single button. So this myth is busted. You actually parachute slower by moving forward. The next myth is, does a car break your fall? So I found a bridge with a car underneath, so I didn't have to build any structure above a car. I could just do this quickly and easily. So the first time I tried it, I actually missed the car, which shows that jumping off from this height does actually still take some damage. So I tried it again, and I took fall damage from it. So this myth is busted. A car does not break your fall. The next myth is, do you run faster while holding a bandage? To do this, I placed some floor panels on the floor so that it was a fair test and it was an even flat surface, and also to help me run in an exact straight line. One time I ran with my axe out, and the other time I ran with my bandage out. And as you can see, both these videos are aligned. I've started at the same place, I'm running in the exact same pace, and on the left I've got my pickaxe out, on the right I've got my bandages out. And what actually happened was I ran 200 milliseconds faster with my bandages out. So this myth is a success. You do run faster with your bandages out. The next myth is, can you use a bandage while falling? So I built some stairs up to a height where I wouldn't die if I fell from it, but I would take a bit of fall damage. So the first time I fell while I was already trying to use my bandage, and I automatically stopped using my bandage as soon as I fell. And I made sure that I moved very slightly so that I didn't stop using my bandage because I was moving, but instead I stopped using my bandage because I was falling. I was going to leave it there, but I decided then to use my bandage while I was falling. So not use it before I was falling, but when I was falling, then I'd tried to use my bandage and I couldn't do that either. So this myth is busted. You can't use your bandages while you're falling. The final myth is, can you shoot through walls? First I tested if you could actually destroy a wall that you build, and you can destroy a wall that you build. So I built a wall behind an already built wall in a building and shot at the building wall just to see if I could shoot through it, but what happened was I destroyed the wall I was shooting at and none of the bullets went through the wall to shoot the other wall. Then I decided to see if I could shoot through a wall that I built. I did this by building one wall behind another wall, and what happened was the same as the first time, which is that I destroyed the wall I was shooting at and the wall behind it didn't take any damage. So this myth is busted, you cannot shoot through walls. So we've covered 8 myths in this video, and once again thanks to ThisLolGames Van de Van for submitting a myth. It took me ages to do, but I got there in the end. Don't forget to leave your myths in the comments and I'll try to do all of them in my future Mythbusters videos. Plus you'll get a mention in the video that your myth is featured in. As well as this, you'll be contributing towards this channel's next videos, so thank you for doing that. Hope you enjoyed, and if you have learnt anything about the game, leave a like and also comment if any of these myths surprised you in any way. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in my next video.